my channel. I am so excited for today's makeup tutorial. I feel like I say I'm excited in every single intro, but today I am really excited because of this little product right here, and this is the new Makeup Geek Duochrome Pigment. I was so anxious for these products to launch because they looked amazing. Every time Marlena would wear them on her Snapchat or on her Instagram, or she would say something about it on YouTube, I was like, please stop teasing us and release the goodies. So today I use Kaleidoscope. I hope I am pronouncing the name right, but it is by far my favorite pigment from the whole entire collection. She has amazing colors, and they're great. They're super pigmented, but this one is my favorite. Now it looks kind of silver on camera, but in person this looks like a pink, but it also looks like a teal, and then it also looks like a gray. It is amazing. These duochrome pigments are totally worth the 12 bucks, and they're super cheap and they are amazing. So definitely go get some. Today I'm using Kaleidoscope, but you will see all of them eventually here on my channel because I did pick all of them up. Like, I was so scared that they were gonna run out of the pigments and of the single shadows that I just bought them all. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna wait, I'm just gonna get everything now just in case. So, and they're super cheap, so hello. I think the whole kit was $150, which is amazing, and you got 12 individual like big pans like this, and then you got the, is it 12? No, it's 8 of the pigments and then 12 of the pans. So yeah, definitely a steal. So moving on to today's look, I did base off my look off that particular pigment, but I also wanted to do something very smoky and rounded, since I feel like most of my looks recently have been very cat eye-ish. So I wanted to do something a little bit more rounded, definitely smoky, especially the lower lash line is pretty smoked out, and then just a very simple classic nude lip. I would definitely wear this look out more towards a nighttime kind of event, a party, a day of clubbing, a date night. I actually have my anniversary coming up really soon in a couple of days, so this is probably something that I would wear on my anniversary. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye! Alrighty, you guys, let's do this. Of course, it has to thunder when I'm about to start my voiceover, but you know what? We're going to push through it. So I started off by priming my eyelids, and then I took the shade in Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek, and I applied that to my upper crease as our transition shade. This color is hardly visible, but that is the whole point of a transition shade. So then I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker brown, and this one is MAC Shadow. If you have Makeup Geek's Frappe, then that would be perfect, but I actually don't own that particular shade, so I'm just going to go ahead with MAC Shadow, which is an oldie but a goodie. I'm taking this with a Sigma E35, and I'm concentrating the color in the crease, and once that color is concentrated, then I'm going to blend it upwards, and that's how we are going to avoid any harsh edges. So concentrate the color in the crease and then go ahead and blend it upwards. And I'm taking this color from inner corner to outer corner, and then I'm going to go back in with the brush that we used to apply Peach Smoothie with, and we're just going to blend those edges even more. So now I'm going to take a black kohl pencil, and this one is by L'Oreal. It is in the drugstore. It's cheap, it's good, I absolutely love it. And I'm going to line my top lash line, and then I'm going to take this particular pencil and I'm going to work it in the outer corner only. You want to extend it up towards that crease, but make sure that you stay below the crease, and this is going to serve as a base for the black and the gray that we are going to be applying. So once you kind of have that mapped out, you want to take a smudge brush and just smudge it a little bit. You don't really have to smudge it too much because we're going to be covering it up anyways. I'm going to take the color Charcoal from the Lorac Pro 2 palette. Any matte gray eyeshadow will work. I'm using this one because this is actually the darkest gray I own. So I'm taking it with that same smudge brush that I used to smudge the liner, and I'm focusing this color in the outer part of the eye. I'm not bringing it in towards that inner corner corner. And then I'm going to switch over to a fluffier brush. This is the Sigma E25. And I'm just going to buff this color in the outer corner and just kind of extend it upwards just a little bit, not too much. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same steps to the other eye. So I start off by mapping out the shape that I want with that pencil. Then I go in with the shadow, and then I'm just going to go in with that fluffy brush just to blend it up a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the brush that we used shadow on, just to make sure that those colors kind of mix together and that there are no harsh lines, and it just looks like something very smooth and even. So now I'm going to go in with a black eyeshadow, and this one is Corrupt by Makeup Geek, and I'm applying it to the outer corner of the eyes with a Sigma E55. I'm going to concentrate this color in the outer corner, as you guys see me doing, and I'm making sure to stay below the crease. I'm actually applying a couple of layers of this black eyeshadow because I really want it to be a super intense dark black. So I'm not taking this particular eyeshadow towards that inner corner. I'm mostly just focusing the color in the outer corner, and then I'm going to go back in with that E25 that we used to smoke out charcoal with, and I'm going to take this and blend the black up just a little bit, and then I'm going to go in with a little bit more shadow up in the crease, and I'm just going to blend all of those lines together to make sure that there are no seams and that everything is blended. So now I'm going to go in with the star of the show, and this is Kaleidoscope by Makeup Geek. This is one of their new duochrome pigments. Before I apply this particular eyeshadow, I'm actually going to go in with a layer of the Too Faced Glitter Insurance because it is a pigment and I don't want any fallouts and I want it to be super intense. So this particular eyeshadow, let me just tell you guys, you need this. Like, this eyeshadow, it's so beautiful. When you first look at it, it looks like a teal, and then it looks like a silver, but then you look at it some more and then you see some purple in it and some pink. It is so incredible and it is amazing. So I'm packing this particular eyeshadow in that inner corner of the eyes, and then I'm going to blend it in with that black just a little bit in the outer corner. I love this eyeshadow because it's so easy to blend in with other colors. It is just beautiful. Like, this eyeshadow has me in complete shock. Like, I am wowed by this particular eyeshadow. So then I went in with a makeup remover wipe just to wipe off any of the excess fallouts, and then I also applied some mascara and lashes. I forgot to do a close-up of my lashes, but I did put on the Eyelure in number 202 lashes, that you can find them at Ulta and Target. They have been my favorite, not really my favorite, but my go-to drugstore lashes. Like, they are amazing. So I primed my skin with the Smashbox primer water as well as the Makeup Forever smoothing primer, and now for foundation I actually mixed two foundations, and these have been my two go-to foundations recently. I first mixed in 2 pumps of the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and then 1 pump of the Giorgio Armani Lasting Silk Foundation. And then I went ahead and I did my brows. I will have my eyebrow tutorial links down below, and as always, you want to go ahead and set your brows with some clear brow gel. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills clear brow gel to set. I'm with this concealer because it is amazing. This is the Maybelline Master Conceal. This stuff is so good, and it's from the drugstore. I have the color Light. It is amazing. Like, this concealer is so freaking good. So had to mention it. So using that concealer, I'm going to go ahead and apply that to the under eye area with my finger just to kind of melt the product in. And then I will go in with the Beauty Blender just to blend it in some more and remove any of the excess product that I may have applied. I absolutely love this concealer. It is super full coverage and it's a thicker consistency, which I tend to really like. So I also took a little bit of that concealer to the top of the forehead, and I also applied a little bit on the chin and just any of the areas where I wanted to highlight. So now I took my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder in the shade Light, and I took a very small brush and I'm using this to set the under eyes wherever I tend to crease. I find that going in with a smaller brush first and then using a bigger brush like I'm using now works better for me. I will go in more detail about this particular step or this little tip that I have in an upcoming foundation routine because it has changed my under eyes completely. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to bronzer. So for bronzer, I am using the Tarte Avenue Park the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. There you go. This is the mattifying one, and I'm going to take this in the hollows of the cheeks. I'm also going to take this up in the forehead, down the neck, and just a little bit on the temples, just to kind of slim down my face just a tad bit. And I also apply a little bit on the sides of my chin, and this is going to give me more of an elongated face instead of a round face like what I have. So for the first highlight shade that I'm going to be taking is actually another one from the drugstore, and as you guys can see, I love it. This is a Kardashian Beauty highlight in the shade Aurora, and if you guys are looking for a drugstore highlight, I definitely recommend this one. It is amazing. So I'm topping that off with the Sigma blush in the shade Siren, which is one of my favorite blushes to use this time of year. And then for highlights, for extra highlights, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlight. I'm putting this up in the highest point of the face. I'm also putting it a little bit on the tip of the nose and also in my cupid's bow. So now time to work on the lower lash line. I first applied shadow, and then I'm going in with a mixture of the black and of the charcoal with a really small tiny brush, and I'm just going to put this right in the lower lash line, and I'm going to connect the outer corner with the bottom lash line to make it really rounded. And then I'm going to take that same kohl pencil and I'm going to apply this to my waterline, and I'm going to go back in with a little bit more black just to really smoke it out. So I took a little bit more of Champagne Pop and I applied that to the inner corners of the eyes, and I also applied a little bit to the brow bone just to add some extra kind of highlight and to also uplift the brow. So for the lips, I first line my lips with MAC's Strip Down Lip Pencil, and by the way, I am so sorry this mirror is in the way. I did not realize it until now that I'm editing the footage, but I'll do better next time, I promise. So I'm going to top up the lips with Milkshake by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this pastel pink. It is my favorite from them. And then I'm going to make it a little bit more pink with a little bit more of a toned down pink with Oyster Girl Lip Gloss by MAC. So spray some Fix Plus, and once you have done that, you are pretty much done. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye!